What's up, everybody? We are back for another recap for Boba Fett episode 4. I saw it the night it came out. What about you two?
I saw it like a day later or a couple days later.
Yeah, same. That was a day later for me. I was just relaxing and I just had it on. It was great to just like watch it overall.
Who wants to go first? What were your initial thoughts?
I mean, I liked it. It was it's getting better, in my opinion.
I just think I like it a lot, and I just I've come to the conclusion I don't need to expect like action scenes or for it to ramp up or anything, because I just feel like they're just trying to tell a story. And I like the story so far. So great storytelling.
So yeah, I overall I liked this first the fourth episode, but the beginning of it was a little weird to me. It was just kind of out of place to me. It's just the beginning part. I think Vonnie knows which part I'm talking about, but the beginning it kind of just it stuck out a little bit. The way how it was played. They go into a shop. That's all I'm saying. They go into a shop, and the shop owner it just kind of seemed a bit cheesy. Would you say, Bonnie? It's a bit cheesy.
Yes, it's adding more to the cheese. It was just like the cheese fest is among us. No, it was just like the last episode where he kept running around telling everybody he was Boba Fett and nobody knew. It was just, it felt unnecessary. Like, it's just stuff that makes you cringe, cringe-worthy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stuff that makes me kind of cringe a bit. But overall, I enjoyed the episode. I liked how it ended too. It makes me wonder, because you hear a certain theme. First thing, I wanted to talk about what I was saying earlier was when Boba takes Fennec to the mod parlor. He takes her body in, and the guy's like, I don't. What did he say again, Bonnie? You remember what it was? He's like, I don't take
walk-ins.
Yeah, he's like, I don't take walk-ins, and he just like drops coin. He's like, she's dying, and she just drops the coin, and he goes, why didn't you say so?
Not even how David's saying that. Like David kind of like watered down. It was how cringy it was. It was just like me and David talked about it prior, and we both agreed. Like the guy was so say what he was, David. Like he was so against it. Like I don't do walk-ins. Like
it's like he's like looking down on him for it.
Mm-hmm. A little snooty.
Like, don't you know?
Yeah.
Didn't you read the sign before you walk in? Right?
Yeah.
I don't do walk-ins, right? So it was like that. And then he drops money in there. He turns around like, oh, that's the sound I was looking for. Why didn't you start with that? Well, why didn't you start with that? Let him know that you need money, I don't know.
So yeah, like that to me, I think out of everything in this episode stuck out, because it was very on the nose. Like you kind of knew it was going to happen. You kind of expected it once he said he doesn't take walk-ins.
It almost like you called the scene was going to happen as soon as like he was just like the way he was the way he just looked at him like, and you knew that he was just gonna drop some money and then everything would have been okay. So, and that's what we mean by cringeworthy. Like it was just unfortunate. That scene could have gone better. That's all we're saying, right? Right, David? Did you perhaps see that scene, Alex, or what?
No, I saw that scene. I know.
So tell us what you thought about it.
Well, I didn't think it was as cringy as you guys thought it was.
No?
No.
Ooh. That's okay, because remember, I thought that too about the mob scene where he walked up and he just made them a part of his group. And you guys thought that was like, come on, Power Rangers to the max. But what I'm trying to say, okay, so tell us why, though. Come on.
No, I mean, I don't know.
What did you like about it that made it less cringy,
Well, probably because I just was in the moment and watching it, and I was like, okay, I can see why he did that, because you just like, this guy's walking in. He's not part of their gang. He's not one of them. He's a stranger. He's like, forget this guy. I don't owe him anything. He just thinks he can just walk in here.
You felt like it fit the scene.
I did, right? Yeah.
Okay, the criteria felt the scene. That's what he's saying.
So for me, like if I was going to compare it, what it did, so that whole scene itself kind of took me out of it for a second, and it's reminiscent of. Do you guys remember Aquaman?
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene where Black Manta's in a ship building his new weapons and there's music playing in the background? That scene took me out of it. So like this kind of took me out of it too.
And I know what David's saying. It's like we really don't need to know what music Black Manta listens to. Just the same here. Like we don't really need to know. I think I know where Alex is coming from. He was just so, and Alex, I maybe you can maybe I'm citing and understanding where you're coming from with this is he was probably so caught up with what's happening with Finnick, right? And how he's gonna save her, and how he did save her. I think he was just trying to see what was the next scene, and that was just like a sub thing to him. And I get where you're coming from with that, Alex. If that's how it was for you, were you just so caught up in how Bubba was going to save her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And David, you and I, honestly, I don't know if you, but for me, I know the outcome that he saved her, so that for me, it made it less interesting to know how he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have just showed him walking in there, dropping the money, and saying, "You need to save her."
Yeah, they didn't need that little conflict that was happening.
So they could have done it that way, and it would have made Bubba look more even intimidating. The fact that he can walk in and just be like, "Here's money, do it now," right? So, but that's okay. It's like what I'm trying to say. Each person is going to expect something different from the scene. We just wanted something more. That's for me. I already knew her outcome, right? And I already know she's a badass, so I didn't need to see the extra. The dealings between. That's what I'm trying to say. You get to the point. Like, we've already seen these scenes. Like, we want to see the more outcoming parts of these things. But we can move along from this. I think we've dissected and hashed it.
Because I remember, after, she wakes up, she asks who Boba is, and he just goes, "I am Boba Fett." He says that a lot, actually, throughout this whole episode. They come up with this whole plan to get his ship back.
Oh, yeah.
And, when they sneak into, what would you call it? Like, his, because it's not Jabba's
lair.
Base anymore. It's,
Bit Fortuna?
Biz Fortuna, the guy that's now in charge. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little sad. I'm sorry for those robots in the kitchen.
Yeah. But at least the rat catcher survived.
Shout out to General Grievous scene right there with the knives. Yeah. Who saw that?
Yeah. Tamora Morrison I feel like he's intimidating when he says he's Boba Fett, but it did lose a bit of that intimidation when he picked up that little piggy like robot and like put it against the wall.
Yeah.
He's like, "I am Boba Fett," and it just turns itself off.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's just like he just didn't want to. He's like, "I don't even know who you are. All I know is I'm about to die." So self-destruct. So it's just, and that's what we were talking. The thing is, like, I think David, you know why he was stating that to everybody? It's just he's trying to, how prideful he was, right? How I am the best bounty. He was still in that mindset, even though, like, and he was trying to use, even though he was not in that mindset after dealing with the Tusken Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, he knew that still had lore, and he was trying to use it to scare people, but everybody forgot who he was. They know he was dead. And it was just like, you're not him. You know what I mean? So,
and then afterwards, they get the ship, obviously. I also noticed when they were getting the ship, they fought the two piggies.
I see that. I was like, oh.
They fought the two, I forgot what they're called, but it's like the piggy guards.
Oh, the piggy guards. The green piggies. Green eggs and ham?
Yes.
No, I'll take the green pigs. No. I'll take some green bacon. I like the variation of characters they got in this show. Like, it's crazy, like, how much that diversity there is amongst the creatures in these episodes, right?
Yeah.
There's you got all sorts of, the bikers are different people, the richer civilization.
Yeah.
What are they called again? I forgot what
the lizard ones? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the aqua looking ones.
Oh, the pikes. Like pikes, a pikefish, right? So, not like.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're going back to the pikes. No, so no, the pikefish, the pikes are different. They're like Aquarius, and then you got the regular human looking ones, and then you've got. So I'm just saying that overall, you got Tusken Raiders too, right on top of them.
What was interesting was when Boba was like, "I need to go get my armor." I was like, "Oh, he doesn't remember that it got taken off of him from the Jawas."
Yeah, that was. I liked how they kind of showed that scene, but it was too. I knew. Remember when the ship was about to be eaten?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I knew it was coming. Yeah. Like I knew that was coming. Like it was
unnecessary.
Same. There was a lot of scenes in this. It was cool to see how they got out, and I like how she released that little
I like that because it was like a call to me. It was like a same. Do you remember Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Jango Fett used that, so I was like, oh, that's a nice callback.
They used two callbacks to in this episode 2 callbacks. Now that we're counting them,
Yeah.
to the clone. What is it? Clone
Clone
Wars.
Wars. Attack
No,
of the
Clone
Clones.
Wars.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. We're talking about Attack of the Clones. Star Wars Attack of the Clones, where General Grievous with the lightsabers, which was the guy in the kitchen, and then, like David just said, right then and there with
Yeah. So he kills
what was it?
the
Neutrino
Sarlacc,
bomb?
right?
Is that neutrino?
What?
Sorry, is that a neutrino bomb that he drops in there?
I don't remember the name. I just remember it
Okay.
split. The way it explodes is like it makes a whole line like a blade.
It's like a seismic wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cosmic wave. There you go. Okay, so you were saying, David?
They technically killed that Sarlacc, right?
Yeah, he did.
Because
The first time or the second time? The first time when he got out, I think he killed the Sarlacc. I think that was just another creature living inside the Sarlacc.
no, I think he just burned a hole through it
Yeah.
and climbed out. That's what I thought.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
I was like, oh, he actually killed it this time. Damn, like
No, I mean, Sarlacc's
Well,
huge.
Fennec killed it.
yeah.
Fennec.
But I like when after she presses his button, it
Don't
was like
touch my butt.
yeah.
I'm like, good thing she did touch your buttons, you know?
It was interesting to see how Boba basically convinces her to join him because she says it's like it's a silly idea essentially. She tells him it's a silly thought, and he was like, no, like what if you actually worked for someone that cared for your life and didn't want you to do something stupid.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact she has nowhere else to go.
True,
That's
that
why
too.
she sticks around. But over time, they grow on each other. That's another thing, too.
She did say that she would work for him, do contract jobs.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Did he say it's a contract job though? I thought he said something later where it's like this won't be a contract job per se, but it's like he's willing.
He was trying to recruit her
to
be on his army, and what Alex is suggesting was that she responded to him like, I'm not a part of anything. I'm an individualist, basically, right?
Yes.
And she's like, I'll do work for you, and and later on, obviously, Alex, that right there gets retracted. Why? Because what I'm trying to say, she has nowhere else to go, and she grow on each other.
Right.
She's like, I might as well.
And she's like,
why not? We're doing it together. We're gonna take shit back. So.
And then after that, we jump into like current time, right, where we now find Boba's fully healed from his healing bath, and then he goes into the sanctuary, the casino, to
That's right.
recruit Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh yeah.
And then you have this whole moment of Black Chrysanthemum just looking pissed off
right?
in the sanctuary.
Why is he so
I think he was drunk.
No, I actually had
I
to
think he was
look it up
drunk.
because it looks like he beats out. So those lizard creatures are called Trandoshans. And you know how it like I was like, why the hell is he beating up on these Trandoshans for no reason? I had to Google it. Apparently, in Star Wars Legends and current Star Wars lore, Trandoshans have a rite of passage where it includes hunting a Wookiee. Like, you remember that in the first episode, that one guy where Boba is like, oh, that's weird, I used to work for him, when he's giving him a gift, and the gift was a Wookiee pelt.
Nice researching.
Yeah, that's good.
Good research, Dave.
So, I guess I was like, oh, so it's more of like Black Chrysanthemum, just like, I guess Wookiees in general hold a grudge towards Trandoshans.
And you guys, he was drinking. Come on, he was pounding back
he was
that
drinking
whatever
too,
he was drinking. And he's probably pissed off. He lost that, bounty earlier. That was a lot of money on Boba that he lost, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, we're gonna see Black Chrysanthemum soon. I'm betting you.
And
that guy's gonna be looking good.
So he essentially does hire Black Chrysanthemum, and then we kind of have this low-key Game of Thrones scene where he's trying to like make a deal with the other families.
Oh, that was a nice scene.
He's basically trying to make a deal with all of them where it's essentially you either are with me or get out of my way. Like, don't get it, don't try to help them at all. Don't help the Pikes.
I have to say this. I'm going back to my mob roots again. There's a Godfather scene all over again. It was a mobster scene once again. It was just again, he was telling the rest of the families, look, I'm going to take over the streets, and you're going to get out of my way, or you're going to join me, one of the two. And if you're not, then I'm just going to go through you. And so, it was almost like the Dark Knight scene when Joker was talking, and they're like, what makes you think we don't walk over there and kill you right now? And an intimidation factor happened. David, you know what intimidation? Alex, you know what intimidation factor happened? And when it happened, it jolted me kind of. And I was on my bed chilling. And it happened, I was like, oh my lord.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When that happened, I was like, oh, yeah, they're on the grate.
And I love how what is that creature called again? I forgot.
The Rancor.
The Rancor.
There you go. There you go. The Rancor is sitting right under. They're sitting on top of it, and he just shakes the cage. That was amazing. And you know what it was? Remember what Trejo said to him. Trejo's character said to him. He said they form a bond. So as soon as he was attacked, attacked. That's what I noticed was that like they tried to say, well, we'll kill you. And he's like, oh, you're going to kill him? All right, well, hey, how are you? You know? So, it was great stuff. Yeah. I like that scene. What did you like about that scene, Alex? What?
No, I mean, I like how, in the beginning, the families were just really reluctant of helping out. But then at the end, Boba is just like, you guys, you don't have to help out. Just don't help the Pikes. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll take care of it. Yeah. And they're like, okay, we can do that.
I still don't trust those families. I feel like they're still going to try to take Boba.
No, that's why I said it feels like Game of Thrones-ish. I feel like someone's going to betray him.
Well, yeah, because it's like, they're probably thinking he just got that because he killed Bib Fortuna, and now he's just trying to lay claim. So they probably just don't like how he was able to take control of the territory.
At the end of the episode, we are left at the end with Boba and Fennec discussing that they need soldiers. They need to get more people to help them in this fight for this war. And Fennec says specifically, credits can buy muscle if you know where to look. And we hear a certain theme. It's the Mandalorian theme. So,
which was also state this early in the reason why we're assuming this, because early in the scene, when he does find Fennec, that theme is played, letting us know that there is a little bit of cross reference between the episode. But then later in the episode, when they do it again, then you realize why they were doing it, to make you that's what's coming. Mandalorian's coming, because they've already made an association with it early in the episode. When it came on, I was like, oh yeah, okay, some more Beskar, great. I'm willing to see some more Beskar on the screen, and that's what's been missing from this. But then again, he's not really a part of Mandalorians, or generally he's even turned his back on the creed of bounty hunting. So it's not like we're gonna see a lot of, but to see him work with Din again would be awesome. Looking forward to the next. Alex, what do you think is gonna come in next?
No, I think they're gonna recruit more Mandalorians.
Well, I think specifically that they'll probably recruit the Mandalorian.
Mando?
Din Djarin or something like that?
Djarin? It's like Din
Djarin.
Oh, okay.
Djarin. Yeah. Something like that. So, and I'm just saying, because she says credits by muscle, and like that. Yeah. Alex is suggesting. I feel like Din is not only gonna come, but they're also gonna bring the other Mandalorians in too, like the ones that helped. Then Mandalorian season 2. Yeah, I think they'll all come and help, because I think there's some kind of uproar going on between these two power struggle that is happening right now, right? Yeah. All of this is tying into factor how did the First Order take over again. It's because there's so many factions right now just trying to rise up against the universe and take it over. And part of those are like bounty hunters. Part of them are these like rich families. Part of them are the Mandalorians. Part of them are the Jedis and the Sith. So there's like a big power hole, or black hole of power surge going on right now, and I would like to see how it's gonna all kind of like diverge into the First Order situation. Overall, what did you like about it, or did you think it was the better ones of the episodes? Do you think
I enjoyed it? I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it overall. Like the beginning of it kind of stuck out, but obviously as it went on, it got better.
Yeah, I guess I go with 7.5. Just because we get to see more, of Boba Fett's past and how he met Fennec.
I like how they didn't bring in the Power Rangers again. Kept them out of this episode.
Yeah, right.
Notice that. I feel like that was just like a filler episode, and I know they're going to show up again later in the final battles and stuff like that, but it was good to see how they focus more. So I like that about this episode. So like if like we were rating him with David, I'd probably say it's the better ones of the episode. I'd give it a 7 as well. Oh,
when you mentioned the Power Rangers, like the ragtag kids, automatically my mind just went to that when the girl, when he says like, why don't you guys work, and the girl just went, is no work, mighty dumb yo. Just like, oh, okay.
Mighty dumb yo. Thanks for watching, and make sure you guys comment down below and press that like button, and don't forget to subscribe.
And that's our show for the day, guys. See you next time.
See you next time, buddies.
Ciao.